Hey, I'm Hannah. I'm in my second year studying fashion design and development at London College of Fashion. So I got into fashion purely through when I was younger. I discovered that there was a lot of power in how you dress. It was when I was in high school. It would kind of be that I'd finish my homework and then in my downtime or in the evening, I'd start cutting up old curtains. I remember my mum had this like pile of old curtain fabric and it was like really like not great fabric, but I was cutting it up and making it into these skirts or tops or dresses, and you know, they never got worn, they never made it out of the wardrobe, but that was how I started constructing. So in the work that I create, I always want the final product to feel really empowering to the person who wears it. And so that is probably the biggest theme that I explore all throughout my work. But massive inspirations to me actually come from historical costumes and historical references. I've always really been fascinated by history and also the stories that clothes have told throughout history. And actually, I think people tend to really dismiss fashion and say, oh, it's just pretty dresses, it doesn't really mean anything. But actually, historically, what we've worn always says so much more about our culture than I think what people realise. Looking at female icons throughout history and what they wore and how they presented themselves and how I can pull that through in my work. So I've looked at garments that kings and queens have worn. I've looked at garments worn by the suffragette movement that made them feel really powerful when they were protesting. Creativity to me means doing what you love and really allowing yourself to express yourself without saying that what you're doing is not good enough or limiting yourself in any way. I think that in the past, I think everyone has, we've all been quite harsh on ourselves, but creativity is one of these ways that actually there's no rules and there's no right or wrong. For the future, I'm really hoping that one day I will have my own brand and I want to make women's wear. I mean, whatever women's wear looks like in the future, because I actually think that specifically unisex dressing is going to be massive. And I want to create clothes that, like what drew me to fashion, really make the people who are wearing them feel really good about themselves and feel really confident and comfortable in the skin that they're in. Because I think that, and maybe this is a bit existential, but the world that we're in today likes to put a lot of pressure on us and our appearance. And so if I can create clothes that help people feel comfortable in their own skin, that's always the end goal for me.